Hi friends, so today we're going to be raising up this garden bed, honey, okay? Because if you've been here for a while, you know that I struggle with the most hideous orange clay soil. So from experience with all the other garden beds that I've created, I've never raised them up. I just conditioned the soil, which took about 2 to 3 years before you start seeing any form of improvement. So this time around, while I'm working on this side of the yard, I'll be raising all of the garden beds. It's better on my back and it's better for the plants. So here I am telling Mr. Nelson what I require of him and my husband to help me in this area. Mr. Nelson is my husband's friend, so he's my friend too, put it that way. We're a family friend. He's a family friend. So you know, you have to tell these men what to do, or else they just go off doing what they want to do, and then you end up being miserable and annoyed because they did not do it the way you want it to be done, because you did not tell them how you want it to be done. All right, so here we are just skimming off the top. That was the first initial plan, because this bed been tilled and the sod was removed earlier this spring. I left it, and then some weeds started to grow. Now the weeds are not deeply rooted, so it's easy to either pull them or to skim them off the top. Then my husband came up with the idea of just tilling the soil with the shovel, basically just digging down like 4 to 6 inches and turning the soil over, so the part that has the weed on top will now be buried in the ground, and then bring in the topsoil on top of that. We decided to raise this bed up between 8 to 12 inches. Some places might be a little bit higher, but in the middle for sure is about 12 to 15 inches high, and then around the edges is slope off to about 8 inches, which is great for drainage, and I am just so excited. No more clay soil. So this way, over the years, by doing it this way, the clay soil will have a chance to improve without you worrying about it at all. Oh Lord, I stepped in a big pile of, a big pile of poop, a big pile of chicken poop, which is bound to happen when you have free range chickens. So for those of you who are new here, I have about a dozen chickens that lay eggs, and they are great for fresh eggs, keeping the ticks down or at bay, because they are there across the fence, and you know they travel with Lyme disease with the ticks. They keep down pests like insects in the garden, which is great. Love them for that, and the kids love them. Here we are just bringing in more soil, piling on the soil, and I'm just so excited. And I am doing a little bit of work just to make it seem like I'm doing some work, but this is a lot of work, and I had to let the boys handle this one. Okay, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stand by and just do a little bit of something on the side, because I do work hard, not just in the garden but outside the garden too. So it feels good to have help and support on days like this. Plus it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I was running low on sleep and caffeine because I love my coffee, and the boys were just here to, you know, help me out. On this side of the yard, there's a natural slope, so when it rains on the driveway, it runs off. So I decided that I want the back to be higher than the front, so when the water runs off, and the back might hold a little bit of water because it's clay soil, the plants will not drown. So I'm just so happy and grateful for that. I'm adding drainage, honey, and I don't have to worry about the clay soil. Like, I just can't get over it. We were cracking jokes all morning. Just cracking jokes. We love cracking jokes on each other. It's a great friendship. Here I was just explaining to my husband that maybe we need to widen this bed another 1.5 feet, maybe even 2 feet to the right, because when we add the rocks around this bed, I'm thinking it's going to make it look a little bit smaller than what it is. So I do plan on adding rocks around all the beds. I love rocks. Wherever I can put them, I'm going to put them. So I'm going to use some big rocks, bigger than the ones that are in the front bed, those river rocks. They're going to be a little bit bigger, much bigger than those, but not like huge boulders, just big enough to keep in the soil, to look nice, just to give me the vibes that I'm going for, and to just make the space feel cohesive and just come together, and also match the same vibes I have in the fountain area and in the front garden bed. So we decided to do some tester holes to see how far down we can go without hitting the clay soil, to see if we need to raise the bed a little bit higher. This pole digger, this is a pole digger, not an auger, but it works the same as an auger. Already had it on hand, so I didn't feel like I needed to go buy an expensive auger of that size. So this pole digger went down about 15 inches in certain places, and we did not hit any clay soil. Okay, yes, I was just really excited about that. I can plant butterfly bushes without worrying about them being drowned and suffocated by the clay soil. So it was just amazing. And I was like, let me do it, I can do this. He warned me, like, you know, it's a lot of work, and I'm like, nah, I got this. I'm a mother of 4, you know, I'm running a business, you know, I'm doing laundry, I'm taking the kids here and there, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. I mean, I got this. I did not have it, okay? My back was like, no you don't. Here I am struggling, looking like a fool, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I was struggling, barely going, and I was like, you know what, that's it, I need you to come get this. And he's smiling like, I told you so, like, I told you so. So here I'm just marking random holes with the pot, just making indentation in the soil so he can just dig down and see how far he can go without hitting the clay soil. And man, it was just a beautiful sight. Ugh. So here I am just adding some rabbit rabbit manure to my garden bed. So rabbit manure is about, I think, 4 times more nutrient than cow or horse manure, okay? And it's twice as rich as chicken manure. So like cow and horse manure and even chicken manure are considered hot, which means they need to be composted, like well rotted, before you can use it in your garden, or else it will burn your plants. But with rabbits, you don't need to compost anything, honey. You just put it straight from their behind. Like, of course, you know, when they pass it, you can use it right away, immediately in your garden bed. So rabbit poop, according to my research on Google, like, the manure is very organic, of course, and it improves poor soil structure. It adds drainage and moisture retention. Talk to me now. So I have 6 rabbits, by the way, and it improves like the life cycle of the microorganism in the soil. Worms love a rabbit manure, okay? That's like earthworm haven right there. It's not smelly like chicken poop, because when my chicken poop is being breaking down, like when it's being broken down, it smells. Whew. Oh, well, let me see what else. Oh, rabbit manure is also packed with like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, minerals, and micronutrients and all the good stuff. It contains beneficial trace elements such as like calcium and boron and zinc, according to Google. And what else did I learn? Rabbit manure is higher in nitrogen than sheep, goat, chicken, cow, and I think horse manure. Like, can you believe that? So plants need nitrogen to produce strong green growth, and rabbit poop gives that. Oh, let's not talk about phosphorus. So rabbit manure is also higher in phosphorus than any other manures out there. Like, I just cannot believe this. I'm literally sitting on a gold mine having 6 rabbits. Yes, yes. Now I'm just raking it all in. Also, I forgot to mention, you see those little yellow bags? Those are cow manure. There is not a farm close by me where I can go pick up, you know, cow manure. So I had to buy it from the store. So I worked in the cow manure and I'm working in the rabbit poop. I'm basically seasoning my soil. Yes. And this is like, the plants are going to be happy, guys. The plants are going to be so happy, and I'm just so excited for this new area. It's going to come together slowly but surely. I have all the plants for the space already, so I'm going to let this sit for about 2 to 3 days. I'm going to wet it, let it sit for about 2 to 3 days, and then I'm going to plant in it. And when I do plant, I'm going to add some leaf compost that I already have on hand in each hole, and some more rabbit poop. I don't think I'm going to use any more like store-bought fertilizer again. I have a few on hand that I bought already. I'm going to finish those off, but come next season, everything is just going to be organic, straight from my chicken compost and my rabbit compost, and all the leaves and whatever else I use to compost in my garden. That's why it's very important to compost, even if it's a small batch. You start off small and then you just work your way up. And you cut down on cost, because can you guys believe that the leaf compost that I use went up by 60 cents? I mean, I know we're in a panoramic, we're in a Panda Express, and it's never ending, but it's like a lot of us aren't working as much hours as we used to. We didn't get a raise. Like, the price of living is going up, but we're not getting a raise. Like, what's going on? So we have to find a way to be sustainable and to still enjoy the things that we do, which is gardening, which is expensive, but still find ways to enjoy it and save some coins. And I don't shop clearance because I'm poor. Not to say it like that, but I don't shop clearance because I'm poor. I shop clearance because I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to be homeless, and I never want to go back there. So it's like, just because I'm in a better financial position and situation now doesn't mean I'm just going to go out there and splurge. Plus, shopping clearance is just so rewarding to me. Like, I bring home distressed plants that look terrible, that's on the brink of death, and I bring them back to life. Like, that make me feel like I'm really superwoman. Like, I am that girl. Like, I have a garden that's built off of 90% half-dead, distressed, overlooked plants. And my garden is, if I say so myself, is beautiful. It's not perfect, but it's beautiful. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today, and sorry for the rambling. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it's the planting video then. Bye, loves. Thank you for watching.